There are a lot of things that you never want to hear out of your customer's mouth, but there is one thing, probably the worst thing, that you never want to hear. And we are going to talk about that today and what you can do to never hear it again. So before I tell you what those dreaded words are, I did want to tell you that 𝗤𝘂𝑟 is giving away a Ford F-150 to a premium, platinum, or enterprise subscriber. And if you need help keeping up with customers, sending estimates, invoices, or collecting payments, give 𝗤𝘂𝑟 a try for free. Just click the link in the comment section and the description of this video. Now, if you've been in business for any amount of time, I know for a fact that you have heard those words. And it's the worst thing that you could possibly hear because that is money that you don't have now. That is a job that you have lost. Those are customers that you never got, never had, and now are unable to retain and continue to service, and you will lose the lifetime value of that customer. And you're also losing all the potential upsales for that customer. You're losing any referrals from them, and you're losing those reviews. And I can almost guarantee the reason that you heard those words and the reason that you're experiencing all of the loss that goes along with those words is because you were unable to get back to the customer faster than your competition. And if you've watched my channel, you know that I think that speed to the quote is probably one of the most important things for any service-based business. We live in a world where instant gratification is the norm. We live in a world where Google is a verb. For example, when I need something, I just order it on Amazon and I know it's going to be here the next day. If I've got a question about something, whatever it is, I just Google it. And if I'm looking for some sort of service provider, I also just Google it. I call the first number. And if I get a voicemail or if I get an answering service that tells me they're going to call me back, or God forbid, I call somebody that doesn't have a voicemail set up, that company is dead to me. And if you're like me, leave that comment down below in the comment section. You're dead to me. Anyway, if that happens, then I just move on. I move on to the next company. It's the next company that gets the phone call, hopefully my business, if they can get me what I need. And that is a quote. That is to get me on the schedule or whatever it is that I'm looking for. Whoever gets it to me the quickest gets the job. They get my business, and ultimately they're going to get my money. Now, early on in my business, I wasn't as responsive as I could have been, or I should have been. And because of that, I know I left a bunch of money on the table. And at that point, when I first identified this was one of the biggest problems, I committed to myself that I was going to develop systems within my own business that would hopefully eliminate at least some percentage of that lost revenue by increasing the speed that I could get back to the customer. I implemented things that allowed me to remotely quote. I knew that if I was unable to get to the property in a timely manner to provide an estimate, that I would probably never get that job. I would probably never get to the level in my business that I knew I wanted to get to. This was like 11 or 12 years ago, maybe a little bit further back. And I was using all kinds of different things across the internet to be able to look up houses, look at pictures, look at square footage, and then get back to the customer as quickly as possible with a text message, an email, or even a phone call on some occasions. There really wasn't a name for it. And there really still isn't any defined nomenclature to really encapsulate the importance of that time frame between the customer calling a business and that business getting back to the customer. I've always called it the critical response period, or the CRP. And it's the window of opportunity that you have to secure the business. It's a measurable data point that can make or break your business. There's also data out there that says if you're unable to return a phone call within the first 5 minutes, you're 30% less likely to get that business. And each additional minute increases that percentage, something like 5% for every 5 minutes that pass before you're able to respond. So think about that. If you get a call and you can't get back to the customer, and I'm not just talking about returning the call and telling them that you're going to be able to get out there at some point. I'm talking about getting back to them with an estimate in their hand or in their inbox, a tangible piece of information that gives them the answers to the questions that they have in regards to the service that you're providing, the price, and your ability to get them on the schedule quickly. Because I assure you, if you tell them that you're going to be out there on Thursday and today is Tuesday, you ain't getting that job. Okay, say your phone rings and it goes to voicemail. You see that you had a missed call 10 minutes ago, okay? Then you listen to the voicemail. You're busy and you got other things that you're taking care of, and you call them back another 10 minutes later. That's 20 minutes total. That means you are 45% less likely to get that job. And that's only 20 minutes, right? And 20 minutes in the grand scope of things in a full day is really nothing, or at least you thought it was nothing. But then again, you got to ask yourself, how many times have you heard that dreaded sentence that we have found somebody else to do the job? So like I said, I built my business around speed to the quote because I believe that speed is king. I really believe that. I also knew that I needed to have an accurate method to quote customers with speed without having to drive around and waste time. And that brings up another topic, which is another component of why the way that I quote helps to save time, because it helps to eliminate tire kickers. I spent a tremendous amount of time in my life, in my business, going to various various properties, talking to customers, giving quotes, only to never hear back from them again because they were just going to go with the cheapest price. So that is just an additional advantage to quoting the way that I quote, which ultimately is what led me to build 𝗤𝘂𝗁. And trust me, this is not a promotion for 𝗤𝘂𝗁. Yeah, we would love to have you check it out. We'd love to have you use it. But what I'm talking about has been proven. You will gain more business. You will get more money. You will beat your competition if you're able to put a professional estimate in front of your customer faster than your competition. And like I said, I built my entire business around this, and there was nothing else out there that did what I needed it to do. I was using all kinds of different software and systems to be able to generate these fast quotes, and I was tired of all the back and forth between the different apps. So we just decided to put it all in one. And you can check that out for yourself if you'd like. But regardless of how you do it, the important takeaway from this video is in order to secure more jobs, in order to get more customers, in order to quit losing customers and losing their money, is to get back to them as quickly as you can. The numbers don't lie. Data drives decisions, and speed to the quote is what your focus should be on. Look, we just passed the halfway mark of this year, and I want you to ask yourself another question. Are you where you want to be in your business? Did you set goals at the beginning of the year? How are you measuring up to those goals, right? Where are you with your finances, with your business growth? Whether you're where you want to be or not, I think that the information that I'm providing right now is going to help you hit those goals or exceed them if you're already there. So that is it for today's video. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you were able to gain a little something from this. Speed is king, and getting back to the customer is going to get you more jobs, and 𝗤𝘂𝗁 can help you with that, as well as possibly give you the opportunity to win a Ford F-150 if you're a premium, platinum, or enterprise user. So again, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day, and check this out.
We've put together the most intensive training the industry has ever seen. Over 6 hours of in-depth training on the best methods for cleaning houses, roofs, driveways, and every other surface you might encounter on a residential job site. How to wash covers, the chemicals to use, how to mix them, the equipment, the best methods to make you the most efficient and profitable you can be. Safety and property protection, specialty chemicals, as well as pro tips, and so much more. We've helped 4,500 students get their ECP certification, which means How to Wash delivers and continues to deliver because it's yours to keep and review forever. We've also included an extensive Q&A section in each module, which gives you even more information at your fingertips. How to Wash is less than the price of one house wash, so don't wait. Click the link below.